Alright, in our previous video, my friends, we went over what we consider to be the quotient property, which is when you're subtracting, you divide the inputs, whatever this is, A divided by C. And we did this for all the problems. Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to go backwards. So we went from left to right. Now we want to go from right to left. So in order to do a problem like this where we want to go from right to left, all right, we'll just start maybe with an example problem and let's just try it out. And I know you want to use the color orange, and so I'm going to give you the color orange because orange is the new black. All right, so we're going to get log base 4, and let's say x divided by y, and I want you to put it back into its expanded form, its equivalent logarithmic form. Well, we know it's dividing, and because it's dividing, we know we're going to require a minus sign using the property above. So then we know there's going to be log base, well, it has to be 4 parentheses minus log base 4 parentheses. Well, the x is the number on top, so that's got to be the one that goes here, and then the y is the number on the bottom of the division sign denominator, so that goes into the second log. And why does that make sense? Well, let's try it. Let's say I gave you this problem right here. You would get this equals log base 4, because we're putting it back into a single log. You get x, the first expression x, which is here a, divided by the second, x divided by the second, which was y, and we end up getting the same thing from the left and from the right. All right, let's go ahead and try maybe another one that's actually going to require the product property as well, right? Again, orange is the new black, so let's use some orange. Log base 7, let's do 12z divided by w. Well, first thing to identify is that we have this division sign, so we know we're going to have a subtraction on the log using the property above going backwards. Log base 7 of the top number, which is a, well, that's the thing, that's the first input on the first log, so it's going to be 12z minus log base 7, and we're going to get the w right there. All right, but we're not done yet, because there's kind of like a multiplication with the 12 and the y, and so now what we can use is the product property on the previous video that we watched, and since it's a multiplication, that means we're going to need to have an addition sign, so plus log base 7 of z. I'm just breaking these two apart, but we still have the minus log base z of w over here, and we're done. And that's literally it, my friends. All right, let's try something else. Let's see. What if I have log base of 3 of let's say 2x to the third, all divided by 4x. Okay. Well, in order to simplify a problem like this, it may look challenging, but let's just focus on the inside, and I'll put it here. We have 2x to the third divided by 4x, and notice that x to the third is the third power is only on the x and not the 2, so really this is just 2x to the third divided by 4x. The parentheses there is just to essentially confuse you. Well, it's kind of like a 1 here. All right, what's 2 divided by 4? That might be hard to do, but well, think about this. What's 4 divided by 2? Well, that's 2, but the 4 is bigger, so you know the 2 has to stay on the bottom. You have 3 x's on top, 1 x on the bottom, so this would cancel with this to just give you an x squared. And there's more x's on the top, so therefore it's going to have the x squared on the top. So this is really so far going to be log base 3 of x squared divided by 2. Okay, and now we can separate this to be, there's a division sign, so I know it's going to be log base 3 of x squared minus log base 3 of 2. And we're done. Now we've got to fully simplify, but if we actually want to, we can even simplify this further, because I can write this as log base 3 of x times x minus log base 3 of 2. Well, you see the x's are multiplying, and so I can expand this into its most simplest form, which will be log base 3 of x plus log base 3 of x minus log base 3 of log base 3 of 2. So a problem like before that was quite challenging, you kind of simplify it out a little bit, and then we just repeat with the process, going backwards of the formula and just simplifying those darn things out. You have yourself a good day.